Wow. Just stay quiet, baby. You want to get in touch with me, you know how to reach me. What is it? I'm chasing you and using stuff. You tell me what's going on. I've been after you all these years and you don't know what's going on, okay? You know what's going on, right? You tell me what's going on right now, okay? I mean, first you two are just going out with each other. That's fine. But now you take this too far. You're talking about marrying my brother. I can't. You tell this thing's off, you hear me? Why? Because you don't love him, that's why. I know. I can't. I love you, JT. I love you. I'm in love with Doug. I'm in love with him. It's a difference.
It was a very special moment for all of us. I just would like to thank A&B Records for everything that they've done. And I hope we can get one of these every time we come out. It's really great. Also, I just want to say I love you, Brenda and Mom.
Wow. I really don't know what to say. I just know that I couldn't have done anything without four of the most talented, warm, giving brothers on this entire planet. They're the ones who deserve this applause. These four gentlemen opened their arms and embraced me like I was a brother. That's why today is special, very, very happy occasion for me, as well as a sad one. It hurts me to announce that I'm leaving the group. I just want to say thanks, fellas, for everything. And thank you for this gold album, A&B, and I hope we have the same success on my new solo album, Flash. It's Lonely at the Top, which will be in your record stores in about 2 weeks. God bless all of you. Thank you.
I thought when I got this, I'd feel on top of the world, you know? Today I just feel. I was at a party once and music critic said, Donald Matthews is going to be a great writer one day when he suffers more. I said to myself, what is that? Now I know what it means. I'm on my way to becoming a great writer. I'd like to thank two people in particular. My fiancé, my brother. My brother. As always, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. What up, boy? Are you muted?
Can you hear me now?
Yep, got you.
Perfect.
My brother, JT, who's always been the same selfish son of a bitch since we were kids.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you talking about? You must have just saw that part.
It's on right now, actually. You slow dragging.
See, I'm slow dragging.
Yeah, your video ain't matching your audio.
I don't know. How do I change that?
It's probably an internet connection. Fuck, I ain't gonna worry about it.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hey,
Hey, how's
we
it
can hear
going?
you.
what's happening, baby girl?
Nothing much, hanging on in there.
How's that knee?
It's getting better.
Getting
I'm
better?
traveling around. I started working from home Wednesday, so kind of regret it a little bit because I should have just probably been off for that whole week, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, gotta be working ass. Sit your ass down.
Everybody, you sound like everybody else. Everybody else.
Everybody else is right. Sit your ass down. Hey, y'all, give me 2 seconds. I gotta run my son across the street real fast.
Sure, I got it. Sure. I'm going to do this podcast, so I was just going to text you to say that. All right. I'm going to put it in a group me so that y'all don't call too. All right, bye-bye.
Can you hear me, Angela?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
What you been up to?
Same old, same old. How about you?
Just at home. That's about it. He was asking me about knee. I tore my ACL, so I had ACL reconstruction surgery on the 8th. So
Oh, wow.
I've really been at home.
How you feeling now?
It's better. It's getting better. I'm walking much better than I was before. So, but I can't drive for 3 weeks because it's my driving leg. So.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's the worst part about it. But
well, I mean, we're quarantining anyway, so.
Exactly. I'm like, if it had to happen at any time, it's probably the best
time to do it. Yep.
That's a cool setup you got in the background.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm a movie buff. This was my movie room at one point.
Ah, that's so cool. Oh, so your perspective is going to be really interesting.
Not really.
A movie buff, already self-proclaimed. I think so.
This is one of my favorites, though, so I had to jump on this one.
Me too.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Me too. And I had such a hard time with the best quotes thing because I know the whole script. So how am I supposed to pick? I had a hard time with that. Like I know the whole script.
Yeah, it's a lot of them in there too. It's a shitload of them.
I struggle. So I'm like, would other people think that was a good quote, or is it just because I know the script and memorized everything?
It doesn't matter what other people think. Whatever your best quote is your best quote. I have several of them.
Oh, I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear what you say. Yeah, I was struggling.
Yeah. Did you have to go back and do a refresher, or you kind of know it?
You know what's so crazy? I actually watched this movie a month ago, but I watched it again though.
Yeah, I watch it at least once or twice a month.
You said you watch it once or twice a month?
Just lean on me, absolutely.
Wow. Oh yeah, this your movie.
Yeah, this it right here.
Yeah.
I was waiting on this podcast. This is it.
I love this movie too so much. So much. Lean on Me was good too. We all
Yeah,
love
Black cinema.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so is Boys in the Hood your other movie too?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah, that one was really good too, but it messed me up. I'm still messed up over Ricky.
Over Ricky.
Yeah, you know how.
More chestnut. It ain't really Ricky.
Either way, it was traumatizing. Or Morris or Ricky, either one.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, that scene bad. And then the scene from Rocky IV when Apollo Creed died.
When
Probably
Apollo
two
Creed
first
went
scenes in any.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Apollo Creed one. Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, and the fact that it started out with him like showboating so much and he ended up dead, it just made it so much worse. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible.
Came out to Living in America. Living in America.
Oh my God, that whole show. Throw in the towel.
Yeah, throw in the goddamn towel.
Did you like Creed?
I do. Yeah. I do. I didn't like 2 as much, but they were good.
Yeah,
they were good.
I
think they're coming out with a part 3.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so as well.
I'm curious, like, are they going to address CTE like in this? Because I feel like they got to kind of address that now.
They should, but I don't know.
Because now we know more. We know why, Rocky's a little messed up.
Yep,
why he has
absolutely. Why he the way he is. His speech is slurred and all that. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, watching Creed had me go sign up at Title Boxing Gym. I'm like, shoot. That first one came out around the same time I think the Holly Holmes and Ronda Rousey fight happened. Yep. I was hyped off of both of those. I'm like, let me join this real quick. Give me a little trainer and stuff.
Get a little training in. Yep. Well, I went to my nearest bar. I didn't go do trainer.
Okay. Your nearest bar. That's hilarious. Where do you live?
I'm on the southeast side, 86, right off Stony.
Oh my God. I work at 2200 East 93rd Street.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's right there. Yeah, that's in that Jeffrey Plaza, right?
It's not in the plazas, because it's like a couple of blocks east of Stony, but it's on 93rd. There's no plaza there. It's just really in the neighborhood.
Oh, you said 93rd.
Right down the street.
I'm thinking 95th. You said
all right, 93rd. Trinity's right down the street, and I'm like a block away.
Okay, yeah, I know you're talking.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm right there. Went to CVS. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the hood.
Wow, isn't that something? So man, all that looting and stuff, that really kind of
that was crazy. My wife and I went to help clean up, and as we were trying to help clean up, they were actually still in Family Dollar on Stony Island. They were still in there stealing stuff. Like, come on, man.
When was it? Which one on Stony?
On 88th, 89th in Stony.
Okay, I was at the one on 70. What was it? Where was it? 75th in Stony.
Stony, right? Yeah, that's by the Jewel and all that.
Yeah, that's the one I was at. There wasn't people weren't still doing it then, but
man, they were all in there as we were trying to clean up.
That's so hurtful.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So yeah.
What'd you get while you was in there?
I knew that was coming. I got a bunch of toiletries. I knew that was coming.
Motherfucker, I know you.
And I got a projector screen out of Family Dollar too.
See, you got that. Family Dollar ain't got projector screens.
Shit. A whole bunch of tissue and you tape them together.
Oh my God.
Oh, a ghetto projector screen. See, you ain't saying
pretty much.
You didn't say all that. All right, y'all ready to roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll.
All right, we're gonna be somehow not black. We on time halfway. We get us all set up on Facebook. Go live.
No, we still black. We not on time.
We time-ish, on time-ish.
Okay.
That would be a great for say it with your chest.
Man, that is time. That's actually another sitcom, man. You better trademark that shit.
Exactly.
I do it.
I'll sue. I'm recording this right now, so they already know what a.
You're not recording. You're not on time-ish.
Oh no, the recorded as soon as we got online, homeboy.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna tag you all, so this should pop up on your timeline. Dante, why can't I find you? Oh, there you are.
Because we're not real friends in real life.
Clearly. Angela got her old secret agent ass name.
Oh, yeah. Patients started asking for prescription refills and stuff. I was like, let me go ahead and change my name.
That's fucked up.
That's actually funny.
That is pretty funny, actually. All right, we're about to go. We should be good. Setting up now. All right, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Saturday. Welcome to another edition of the In the Zone podcast. Hey, happy Juneteenth. Happy to be here with you, celebrating Black excellence. Want to introduce my guest real fast. You guys have seen it before. You know him. As you can tell, my guy Dante Henderson is a huge Five Heartbeats fan. Could not do this podcast without him. What's going on, Black man?
How you feel, my man?
Hey, man, I'm all good. Another
Happy
Saturday.
Juneteenth to you. Happy Juneteenth to you, and happy early Father's Day, brother.
Hey, appreciate it. You too, brother. You too. That's right, people. Let's not let Father's Day get lost in the shuffle. I know how y'all do.
And this is not for the mothers. This is for the fathers.
It's for the fathers. So don't be telling your single parent mamas Happy Father's Day. I don't even need flowers. I just want the big piece of chicken. You hook me up with the big
That's
piece.
it.
Happy.
It's the little things.
Well, in this case, the big thing.
The big thing.
And then my girl, Dr. Angela Bell, is in the building. What's going on, baby?
Hey, happy Juneteenth. And like you said, yeah, happy early Father's Day. I just want to say for the record that I would say 99.9% of the men that I know are excellent, amazing fathers. So that includes you all. I just want to throw that out there.
Salute to that. I won't say 99.9%, but you know, I know a lot
of the men I know. So
Foster, why didn't I get a title in front of my name, brother? You Dr. Bell. Why can I get Mr. Henderson or something? I want a title.
My bad. Hold on, rewind. What's going on, y'all? What's up? Hey, welcome to another edition of the End Zone Podcast. Happy Juneteenth. Happy early Father's Day. I want to introduce my guy, my role. As you can see behind him, he is a Five Heartbeats huge fan.
There we go.
The asshole, Dante Henderson. What's going on, brother?
I don't think I like that.
Oh, you don't like that one?
You know, just go with the show, man. Just go ahead.
You can't do that one over.
Yeah, just go ahead. The crazy part is you remember all that shit you just said.
Well, I'm the talent. Anyway, hey, so it's a great weekend, beautiful times. I hope the world is opening up. So I know you guys are getting a little bit more out and about. Always, we want to stay safe, be cautious, a little social distance, keep your mask around you. It's all good. But, get out there, enjoy the world a little bit, get you a little patio drink, go get you something to eat. If you can get anywhere near the water and the mayor won't arrest you or your governor won't sack you, do what you can do. But still remain safe, guys. This is not over. I anticipate we'll see some spikes in August. But, hey, if you got to get out and be with your fam, you ain't seen them in months, I wholly subscribe to that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so, we've been doing these classic movies every Saturday around this time. And I've been sitting on this one for a second. One of my faves, The Five Heartbeats. Now, doing a little research on this movie, not very critically acclaimed, which tells me, as always, critics half the time don't know what they're talking about.
Nope.
It's amazing. It's got some holes, but for the most part, this is an amazing flick. Came out in March of 1991. written and produced by Robert Townsend, who is just coming off Hollywood Shuffle. And I think Keenan Ivory Wayans co-wrote and helped put this movie together. Originally, this was supposed to be an Ivory brothers production, the Wayans brothers. They were supposed to do this, but it got shelved. They couldn't pitch the idea and sell it. So they moved on to In Living Color, and Robert Townsend came back and revived the script. It's basically the tale of these 5 guys, two whom happen to be brothers, but 5 guys growing up in a neighborhood in New York, and they become singing legends. One of the all-time best bands ever. It's modeled after like the Dells, the Temptations, the Four Tops, all this Motown era folks. So they really remained popular from the 60s to the 80s. So they have like a 3-decade span of success. And just the trials and tribulations they go through as a group, as they go through as individuals, as basically brothers. And it's just a coming of age tale, but with a musical background and a group atmosphere.
There was racism there as well.
Said what?
Racism was in this as well.
Racism, 60s, pops his head up. We would definitely touch on that. So the movie I couldn't figure out how much it cost to make the movie. I never couldn't track that down.
Yeah.
I did track down that the movie only made about $8 million,
Right.
but made money. So that tells you the movie probably only cost maybe $3 to make. But it didn't kill in the box office. It didn't even get released overseas until a 2002 DVD release. So this was just a black ass movie. Let's keep it real. This was released in black theaters and select markets across the country. And we kind of supported it. It wasn't an overwhelming thing. I think it really did build momentum over the years on cable, through DVDs, Blu-rays, all that type of stuff. And it's kind of our little classic hidden gem that I think we'll dive into and tell why. So anyway, the year is 1991. It's March, February, around that time. Dante, where are you at? How old are you? What's going on in life? Where'd you see the movie? What's up? Tell me something.
Honestly, Mr. Foster, I have no clue whatsoever. In 1991, I had to be like 9 or 10 or something like that, brother. But when I first saw the 5 Heartbeats, I would say I was in 8th or 9th grade, and my mother, she had the VHS. That's when VHS were big. And growing up, I was always, I want to say, a music fan and cleaning up and all that stuff around the house. You know, we had to listen to Dusties and the oldies, and this movie kind of caught my ear. I wouldn't say eye, I'm going to say ear. And I kind of, took a grasp of it, and I watched it almost daily. Again, one of my favorites. So to answer your question, brother, I have no clue where I was, but I do remember watching it on VHS with my mother. And that's when I was living on the West Side.
That's what's up. So that's interesting that you say it caught your ear before it caught your eye. The music and the vocals caught your attention before the
Absolutely.
acting. Okay, that's what's up.
First of all, acting couldn't catch my eye because your boy is in there, Robert Townsend. He's not the best actor in the world.
Come on, leave Rob alone. All right. So
okay, I'm sorry, but it caught my ear. But after a while, I took a hold of him. Like, okay, this is it. I can pretty much say this movie verbatim, man. It's a classic.
Yeah. Come on, Robert is the heart. He's the heartbeat of the 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, he can't lip sync for shit, but he's
he's the only one I feel like that messed up.
None of them lip sync for nothing. None of them lip sync. Choir boy, maybe. Choir boy.
I mean, how many takes do they have to say, you know what? That'll do. Y'all not getting no better than this.
We're around with that one.
Angela, what about you? The flick?
I was 10 in 91, but I didn't see it in the movie theater. I'm like Dante. I VHS, pick a flick. Wasn't Blockbuster, but pick a flick. I remember when we picked that movie out.
Pick a flick? What is that? I don't even know what that is.
South Suburbs thing, Madison.
Yeah, that's the suburban thing.
Yeah. You know about pick a flick?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's
wow.
a suburban thing.
Yeah, I love pick a flick. So,
see,
yeah,
that's
I know. That's when I first discovered the movie. So we fell in love with that movie. Like Dante said, I know the whole script. I've watched it. The question, how many times did you watch it? I can't even tell you how many times I've watched this. Family, watch it with cousins. We recite lines outside of the movie randomly. Yeah. So it's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, the classic line section got so long. I was like, I can't put all this in there. I gotta.
Yeah, it's too much.
I didn't even know what to put. I struggled with that because I know the whole script. So I'm like, is this a classic line or is it, I just know the script? I didn't know what to do with that.
Right. Yeah, I tried to pick. We'll get to that. I tried to pick some stuff out about that. But yeah. So this honestly was not a movie I was up on when it first. I mean, I remember it coming out. That time, I'm a freshman in college. I'm a little bit older than you guys.
A lot.
A little bit older. I don't think I honestly do not remember where I saw this movie for the first time. I don't think I ran and saw it like when it dropped and I was in school. I do not recall the first time I saw it. This is the first movie that I cannot remember where I was when I saw it. I'm pretty good about remembering where I saw most things. So I'm almost tempted to say I might not have seen this in the movies. This might have been a VHS rented at the crib, maybe later that summer or later that year, later on in that year when it dropped at Blockbuster. I don't know nothing about no pick-a-flick. When it dropped,
you missed out. I missed out,
my bad. Y'all probably got four movies for $5 or something silly like that. But it was definitely one of those. When I saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is kind of dope." And then it's one of those things. I think it hit cable, and it just was on repeat because it was. And TNT I think had it for a while too. Because it's clean. You don't really have to edit it too tough. So it was just on repeatedly, and it just resonated with me. If anybody that really knows me knows, my favorite movie is Grease. Yes, Grease. And
no judgment for me, brother.
I don't care about
nothing for me either.
I don't care about Judgment. Grease is my favorite movie, and this is like my black Grease. So this is the one I'm gonna put on.
Just so you know, yesterday was Juneteenth. And you talking about Grease? We ain't talking about Grease this week.
Oh, hey, my show.
You should have said lean on me or something.
You're about to get muted. You better be careful.
I mute myself. So anyway, this is a dope movie. I don't really remember where I saw it, like I said originally, but it is one that I have seen countless times. In our last podcast, me and Dante did together, I told him that Minutes stayed on in my apartment in college, like on repeat. And if there was another movie that stayed on, it was this. This movie stayed in rotation. It was my boy Bam. What up, Bam? Kept this movie playing, like to the point I was like, man, if you don't cut that shit off, I can't watch, I can't see this no more.
You know the script too, then.
Yeah, every word. So anyway, let's jump right into it. Your favorite or most memorable scenes. And again, we all love this movie. We could probably name 1,000 of them, but let's keep it somewhat succinct. Angela, give me a couple of your favorite scenes off the bat.
Okay. The acapella scene, of course, where they all jump down,
That's the scene.
Get a house down.
That's the scene.
Yeah. Love that. Yes, exactly. Love it. I like the scene where JT was stealing the show from Flash.
Yep.
I love that one. I love that song too. Yes.
He like,
okay. That woman was so shady. She didn't even play it all.
Baby, come back to me.
Yes. That scene. Let's see. The big red office hours are from 9 to 5. The slap at the funeral, that scene.
Carol, fine ass. She was fine at 60 when she was doing this.
Yeah, she was.
Right.
Illinois.
You shouldn't have to be alone right now. A big red.
Red to this day.
Slap the wig off that brother's face.
I see him in any other movie. I just can't look at him ever the same.
He look big red.
And I still see where she slapped him and his hair kind of came out of
His
place.
hair flipped all over. Yes, sir.
That's the slap that I refer to when I talk about I wanted to slap somebody. Like I want to slap Donald Trump. I want to slap him like that.
That's it.
Let's see. And then I'll save a couple. I know you guys have mentioned some of the other ones, but just like honorable mention one, I like the scene where Choir Boy, he's kind of transformed and now they call me Rock. Like his transformation thing.
Anthony Stone.
My name is Anthony Stone, but they call me Rock.
Right.
180 on that ass, boy.
Yeah, he did real quick.
That whole scene was hilarious to me because the woman turned away, leaves her hand out like this. Like, who turns away, leave your hand way out like that? You know, he grabbed.
Let's hold on. Let's analyze that scene a hot second. She there at a 5 Heartbeats party.
Right.
He asked, "Are you enjoying the party?" She tells him, "I'm here with my girl, whatever her girl's name was." I didn't ask you who you was here with. I asked you, was you having a good time at the party? Right. I think that was her trying to throw it off like, well, I ain't no stan. Yeah, I'm here because my girl brought me. Mm-hmm. She don't know who he is. His life-size cutout is 2 feet behind you. You didn't notice that before? Right. And once you realize it's him, you're gonna act crazy. Women ain't shit. I see right, y'all.
Well, she couldn't have known who he was. She probably wasn't a Heartbeat fan. She said she didn't want a girl.
That was all game, Dante.
She
I
knew.
don't think so.
That's why she left her hand out there like that.
Right, when she went to run away?
Right. She left her hand way back. Nobody walks away like that.
On the opposite side of things. She didn't know.
She didn't know?
She didn't know.
She was just so taken aback that a dude she had never met before in a group she had never cared about introduced himself. She had to run away?
She had to run, absolutely.
She was embarrassed because she didn't know. Is that what it was?
No, she was a thought body, but still, at the end of the day, she didn't know who he was.
Well, maybe because now he was Rock and not Choir Boy.
And not Choir Boy no more, right? Now he's not Anthony Stone. Now he Rock.
Right.
I know. No word on Eddie. I know all. I can do his parts. I know all his parts.
Yes.
Okay, get ready.
That's a good one.
But then what's funny is it wasn't so much that he said it, it's the way he turned.
Yes, I know. That spin.
He did the full turn.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Exactly. Yeah. And of course, my last one I'll say, even though there's a couple more I wrote on there, but church scene when Eddie makes his comeback at the end, so powerful. That's the song he sang. I feel like going on. He just hit me. And Baby Doll was still with him. She stuck it out.
She was a trooper. She was a trooper.
The pastor was talking about unconditional love.
Love.
No. Whew, that was some unconditional love.
Had things go full turn right back to where they started.
Yeah, did for Choir Boy too.
Yep.
He did a 180. He did a 360 because he came right back.
Yep, he came right back. Yep. Choir Boy should have never left that Bible with that damn payphone.
I know. That's when you knew it was all going south.
It was all going downhill from there. He left that damn Bible. God damn it, Choir Boy.
They panned in on it, and then the ominous music, and you knew.
Yep, and you knew. That was it.
You knew. You should have been on that phone with a Confederate flag right in front of his face. No way. Everybody stay in the car. We just get gas and we go.
Exactly.
I'll say, what you got, brother? What scenes resonate with you?
Well, shit. Angela said all my favorite parts pretty much, but I got a couple more. You should have made her go second.
She left some meat on the bone. She left some meat.
She did. She left. I have a couple. The part where this also one of my favorite quotes when he yelled up, "Baby down, baby down."
Yes.
And then he walked past his father, and his father, him and his mother, they interaction, and he told him, "You ain't gonna be shit, cause I ain't shit."
Yeah.
You ain't got to talk to the boy like that. Mm-hmm. I just want him to be a better man than me. That was my shit. That was powerful right there.
It was. God, it was so flawed.
In the beginning, because everybody forgot about the actual lead singer, Bobby, who got shot in his good leg.
Poor Bobby.
And then,
what happened to Bobby? Did Bobby die in that street?
No, both his legs was gone. Both his legs was gone. He got shot in both his legs.
He never recovered, though. He never came back.
He got shot in one leg and got hit with a car in the other leg.
And the other, he say, shit, my other leg. And nobody know what happened to Bobby. So he was the actual lead singer of the group. Another favorite part of mine is that crying ass boy with Bird and the Midnight Falcons when he down there on the ground, crying and falling out all over the place. Those iconic. When Flash came to Eddie Door and you on my spot, Flash?
Yeah.
You on my spot? Well, you ain't gonna get it because you ain't got it. I got a lot more, but I'm gonna let Brian dig in. But everybody's most memorable scene is when Eddie Kane came back. Dang.
See, I left that one.
Yeah. That's of course that's one of the staples of that whole
absolutely
that movie right there.
Absolutely.
But I got a lot more, but I'll let Brian.
I'm gonna jump in with a couple, and then we'll just keep battling back and forth.
I mean, I got a lot of them, man.
I do have a problem with this movie on something you just mentioned, Dante. So Bobby is the lead singer, and they keep saying in the beginning, like, and Eddie ain't here, but we don't really need Eddie. They ain't worried about Eddie. Eddie is like this throw-in, right? And then he comes in, runs, slides, sings, and they all look shocked.
right.
Was Eddie just holding back in practice? Was Eddie just never at practice? Like, how do you not know Eddie can sing? How do you not know Eddie can sing?
He would come and go. They did comment on that he would come and go. He wouldn't.
They would come and go. Yeah.
But they just acted like they just acted like he was Robert Townsend. Like he didn't have no voice. Like they was like Eddie ain't.
Further extend on that, would they then be the Six Heartbeats? If Bobby would have stuck around?
No. So here's
Robert Townsend would have been playing the piano.
Yeah, it took me a long time to figure that out. But Robert Townsend wasn't.
He really wasn't part of the group.
The writer and the piano player. He was
the writer and piano player, but he had to fill in.
Yeah, that's how he became a vocalist. But he never sang.
Okay. And I didn't pick up on the whole Bobby thing and that he was supposed to be the lead singer until I watched it again today. And I watched it a million times. I was like, oh, he was talking about Bobby. That was the guy that got shot.
Yeah, that was Bobby.
Yeah, I literally just picked up on it.
I think you guys have been cheating.
And you can't have that cat be the face of your group. I'm sorry, Bobby would have had to been replaced.
Exactly.
Hey, but to go back to the beginning, I think the beginning kind of opened it up for the whole movie of how everybody was gonna be in the movie. I mean, think about it. In the beginning, you had Eddie Kane, who was playing cards, smoking, and I'm gonna assume drinking at the time.
Right.
JT was up in the closet doing his thing. He was that consistent throughout the whole movie. Choir Boy was being a church boy, quiet, kind of timid, but he's the only one. But he still came back around. Duck Roll was to play the piano and write. He was up in the writing. Yep. So I mean, the whole movie kind of came back around to how everybody that beginning unfolded a lot for the Five Heartbeats for me. Like after watching it over and over, and then going back and watching it, I'm gonna say a couple of days ago, like that beginning actually showed all the characters and how they were going to be throughout the movie, if you paid attention to it.
Yeah, it definitely set the table. I agree. So a couple of things we didn't talk about. With Dante just kind of touched on it. When Eddie shows up, drugged out at the show in the old outfit, it's just obviously. Do I look like I got a number? Just
that hurt.
And then and they just everybody but Duck is kind of a dresser. Don't even pay him attention after the whole
Jimmy thing.
Fiasco. He good dude. Rock hits him with the here's my card, here's my number. Right. He all playboy pimpish professional now. So everybody kind of played him in a way, but they gave him a little money or whatever. But just see him all broke out, like strung out like that was a great scene. The Sarge dance scene when they first meet Sarge.
Oh, that was my part too.
Dresses like you ain't like what I was doing. You could have told me that I was so drunk.
What did he say? He said, just as I thought. That ain't shit.
Yeah, he said, show me your nomination. Show me the nomination. I thought that ain't shit. Hold my cane.
I found out that was one of the Nicholas brothers. Am I late? I didn't know that.
Yep.
The Nicholas brothers are amazing. I just found that out preparing for this.
There's a lot of little hidden gems in here. Shy Brother, the second one.
Yes.
Oh, that was hilarious. He looking stupid.
When JT sells him out.
Got a little stupid look on his face.
Yeah, that's right. He a virgin. can't dance. Like, damn, JT, you ain't no good.
I know. Gotta fight every night to prove my love.
I gotta fight every night to prove my love. That's in classic lines.
That's a classic line.
Let's see. We said Red and Bird in the hotel. The pregnancy when Dresser tells Duck
Eddie Kane
and Eddie that she's pregnant in the lobby or in the hallway, and they give him the money, and Eddie takes the phone number to the abortion dude, and that's a really that really shows their
brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so those are a couple. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I missed that we didn't talk about? And I guess, as rough as it is to watch, and Dante touched on this earlier, when they get pulled over down south in the South, and they got to sing the song, and then when they're driving away, Duck starts singing America.
Yes.
Again, it's funny.
There's another race. I'm sorry to cut you off. There's another racist part in there too. When they were the album cover.
Of course.
The album cover. You're like, you'll never see 5 niggas on the Elvis Presley album cover.
Right.
Yeah. So that it's not about you guys. It's about the sound, and eventually we'll get you guys on the album. Fuck an album cover.
Right. Right.
They say fuck a crossover.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
We're always trying to cross over. They ain't trying to cross over us.
Yeah. Crossover ain't nothing but a double cross.
Yeah, double cross. Yeah, it's crazy because that's a good scene too. And it's funny how these last couple of movies I've done, Malcolm X, Menace to Society, and then this scene in this movie, how it resonates with what's happening right now today. Police harassment, and this there was no police brutality, but police brutality, racism, unfair and unequal working practices. I mean, all this stuff that we are rebelling and having this upheaval about right now is imminent and relevant in this movie. Just Duck singing America while they driving away. I forgot the part till I rewatched it.
Yeah.
Are you looking at my TV behind? That's the part they on right now. I see him.
Part they on right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And what made you say that part? You cheating. Let me turn this shit off.
Brother, it's in my notes, brother. It's in my notes. All right, what y'all got? Any other scenes y'all want to throw in though?
It's the scene where he said, "You love me. You can't possibly love Duck. You talking about marrying my brother?" With him.
Hey, Leon went for it in that scene.
Yeah, he did. He did. He went went for it. But yeah, the Duck's old lady and JT, and he thought she was cheating with Choir Boy, but JT was sending messages through Choir Boy to get to her, and that whole scene was a mess. But JT was out there just reckless. He was just out there bad. What they say, he need a dick doctor. What they call this shit?
Rehab. He need to go to rehab.
Yeah, rehab.
Yeah, rehab.
That's my favorite lines, actually. My name is JT from the 5 Heartbeats. I can't control my dick.
Yeah, that whole scene was a trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Angela, you got any more?
I think that was all of the scenes. But you were talking about that relationship. God, they were announcing their engagement, and her name was Tanya, right? Tanya,
correct.
Tanya, yeah. One of the most low-key raggedy chicks in movie history.
Yeah, she was disgusting.
Trash.
She was carrying Duck on her back. They came in and he was right up like, this is why that was never.
This is why
to announce it engagement. Okay. All right.
Good call. That's a good call.
Dirty.
She shaded him from jump. Yeah, she shaded her from jump for the dude. Mm-hmm. Don't come around no more. Her mama tried to give him the Salvation Army.
The Salvation clothes.
Why was mama in on it? Like, Jesus.
I just think the man was poorly dressed. And then
anybody come get my daughter in bowling shoes. Come on, man. You can't be wanting no bowling shoes coming to get my baby.
I guess he had on Salvation Army red, I guess.
He had on Salvation Army here. He should have took that box. He probably needed some of them clothes.
He needs some of them clothes.
And then she pops up at the party after he's successful.
Yeah.
She messing with his brother, but then think she gonna marry him. I mean, she just trash from jump.
But I love Duck. Oh, shut up.
Oh, Brian, before Angela got on, we were talking, I guess she was on that scene. That's also classic. When you said, my brother. Oh. My brother been the same selfish motherfucker since we were kids.
the same selfish son of a bitch since we were kids.
Yeah. That hurt my heart though. I hate scenes like that in movies where everything just falls apart in front of everyone else and it's this big disaster. Well, it was so hard to watch that scene.
It started with Flash. Flash said, I'm going solo, baby. And then Doug said, I hope Flash got another spot for me because this is my last. There's a heartbeat too.
Right.
Wow.
Hey, Flash was angling for that spot the whole movie.
The whole movie.
If
Yep.
you remember when they drew the hard as A House for Love or whatever, and they saved it. He's looking like,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah, I caught that. Yeah.
He's been angling ever since.
Oh shit, Jimmy's death. That was also a scene. Jimmy's death. Illinois knew.
Yeah.
She told him don't get into this garbage anyway. She got tired of him being in this music business. But he thought he could, change the game. And he did with the heartbeat. But it was just Big Red was slimy. He was greasy. So had my man killed.
Big Red.
Actually, Eddie Kane set him up through Big Red.
Yeah, but Eddie didn't know that he was gonna kill him.
Yeah, Eddie didn't know he was gonna kill him. Yeah, he didn't know he was gonna kill him.
Yeah, but
He
Eddie
just didn't want to be replaced. That's all he was concerned about.
And that scene to me was kind of weird too. Why Jimmy doesn't get his ass in the car? Why he standing up there like this for a little while?
Right.
Like, why he just standing there? What you looking at? Get your ass in the car and pull off.
I think he was catching his breath. Maybe he was a little shook because the ball had broke around him. All his nerves are already rattled. So he was composing himself for a second before he got in the car.
Why did he just stay home?
Called him. Yeah, that too. Well, I think he figured he knew he was gonna die. Just get it on over with.
Oh, Jimmy, no.
But just go ahead and bite the bullet. I don't know.
Eleanor told him this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, Eleanor.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into our favorite quotes. We already said a couple of them talking about.
Yeah, we just said all of them. You skipped that part.
No,
we said all of them.
I got lots more.
Yeah.
Lots more. Let me see. I'm gonna kick this one off. We already did the list. We did that one. Man, we did. Goddamn, man, we did do them all.
I know we did.
Oh, wait a minute. John Witherspoon on the radio.
Yeah.
My hair is fried, dyed, and laid to the side.
Yes.
Gotta put that one in there. R.I.P. John.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z brought this one to everlasting life. Eddie, you don't have your woman in check, man. You are in your bounds just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Or the whole world's an ashtray to Eddie Kane Jr.
I got that one in there. Damn, yeah, we did. We hit all my other ones. Anybody got
you know what's funny? Y'all actually wrote this shit down. I can quote this movie. Why y'all writing shit down?
I like to make sure I don't forget nothing.
I know, right?
Man.
We had said, my office hours.
Hours of 9 to 5.
Good hands and a finger and a gun motion.
Yeah, that was a trip. The scene with Eddie was drunk and they all kind of busted in on him, and he was like, just because I had 1, 2, maybe
two drinks.
I'm alcoholic now.
Yeah, that's my part.
Alcoholic.
Alcoholic now. That seems funny to me.
What Dutch say? You just like your old man. I'll kick your ass.
He said you get worse than your father.
I said you get worse than your old man.
Yeah.
Well,
Dante, you got them all. Go ahead, list them all. Like I said, I struggle with that because I know the whole script, so I didn't know what.
When we were doing the scenes, we kind of shot through most of mine.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite though is still let me see your best combination.
Let me see your best combination.
Exactly.
What Big Red say? Illinois. I really like Illinois.
What plans did you have with Illinois today?
Illinois. Big Red, Jimmy.
My man, Jimmy.
Slimy.
A long time. Yeah.
Slimy. Greasy, slimy.
Yeah, he's slimy. Yeah, that was Big Red.
Yeah.
All right. What's the blackest things that happened in this movie? Like specifically black.
So it's interesting. So with that, I kind of almost took like black experience sort of thing. So I actually did list what happened when they got pulled over. Like that was a black experience. And we already talked about it when they were telling them, okay, well, we need to change the cover and put some white folks on this cover so people will listen to you because your faces aren't beautiful enough, basically. They brought the 5 horsemen in. Oh, well, this is the sound right here, they're like ridiculous.
The five.
So here,
Oh, go ahead.
before we forgot one major scene, and we kind of skipped over this. It was in the beginning.
Okay.
All you have to do is put this part
Yes.
with this part.
That was the next part. That's what I was just gonna talk about, the cleaning up scene.
But the cleaning up scene with his little sister, she murdered that.
I love that's one of my favorite songs from the movie.
Only person in the whole movie who actually, like, she's the only person that sang a song.
Like
everything else was she's the actual person that sang a song in that whole movie.
Yep.
So that was like one of the, like, how we missed that. Like, that was one of the
no, actually that was about to be on my list. I said little girl sings better than anyone in the movie. And then she trying to give it when he gives her trying to give her the messages, lyrics.
Yeah.
Throwing them off and just starts
throwing that shit off. And then she started ad-libbing like, fuck you, I'm good.
That's black and black.
I know, right? That was my scene. That was gonna be in that scene. But then it was
I'm sorry for cutting you off, Angela. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That was what I was just talking about. But it was kind of ridiculous because every single piece they pick up fits like perfectly.
Yeah, perfectly.
Right, yeah. So that was, but whatever. Let's see.
Who ain't got no money, Jack. Whoa, ain't got no fancy car.
Jack is what was throwing me off rolling when they were doing that.
Getting it.
The Five Horsemen.
Five Horsemen. Flash was with them at the end.
You said what?
Flash was with the Five Horsemen.
I know.
Flash was doing whatever to stay relevant.
Yes, sir.
I put Shy Boy on there. That whole thing. I felt like that.
Shy Guy?
Yeah, Shy Guy. I mean, Shy Guy, not Shy Boy. Shy Guy.
Who does Dante? You ever done that? I ain't never done that.
No,
I've never done that.
But I feel like in general.
I got a brother. I ain't never done that.
You ain't never done that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, we'll scratch that one then. When their song was playing on the radio and they just showed the scene of everybody all in the same bed, I was like,
that's my scene because I lived through that. It's about 18 people in one
bed.
bed.
How many people sleeping in that bedroom? Literally, how many people y'all think?
It was about 6 or 7. 6 or 7 in the bunk bed.
It was more.
Probably.
It was a lot.
There was a lot of people in that room.
I know.
He woke up with spit in his mouth, like that was.
Yes.
Wait, Dante, you saying you slept with 8 people in a room?
Man, probably more, brother. All my cousins over my grandmother's house, absolutely.
I'm not talking about for no sleepover. I'm talking about like you live like that every day.
Oh no, I've never lived. Well, shit. Let me think about it. Hell yeah. On the what? Yes, sir. Yeah, ain't no shame in my gang. Yes, sir. Yes, we did. Yes, sir. I've come a long way. Thank you, Jesus.
Hey, won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Yes, sir. Yeah. So that's a fact, Angela. That's a good call.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call.
I think the last one probably JT, where JT was talking to. I don't remember his girl's name in there, but the way he got her in that closet, he was gonna play all shy. Yeah. That whole line he ran about, I want to live like a romance novel, and I want to reach erotica or something.
To the edge of erotica.
Right.
Also. That the part at the end when he and Duck haven't talked in a long time, and the little girl made it be known that JT named his son after Duck. Duck, get over here, Duck. Yeah. You hear Daddy talking to you, Duck.
I know.
Girl, we know they say they're gonna name the baby the thing. You have to say Duck like 18 times.
I know.
His name once. With it. Get over here, Duck. You hear Daddy talking to you, Duck.
I know.
Duck.
But remember at that scene we were talking about where they were talking about he needed a dick intervention. They said whoever gets married and has kids first name the son.
Yeah. Brian, that's my point. We know they didn't have to stress that.
Some people forget this shit.
Yeah.
We all know that.
I got the movie poster. Don't do me like that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, the only other blackest thing I had that happened in this movie was when they went to the Chicken Shack restaurant after the first performance. When Jimmy first approached
Jimmy.
Yeah, they're across the street at the fish and chicken place, getting a little meal. You get some chicken after this show.
Yeah,
that ain't black. White people get chicken too. Type of shit. If they had watermelon with the chicken, then we have a problem. But they just had chicken.
They just had chicken. No, white people like chicken, but we love us some chicken, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
Bake it, fry it, saute it, boil it, barbecue it.
All that.
All the yard. Jerk it. I want all the yard bird.
Yeah.
Another quote that I like too, when I think it was their second performance, when the MC came up there and say, now this next group is coming on, so they better than Bird and the Midnight Falcons and the Temptations all put together. But we shall see.
We shall see. That's Cab Calloway, by the way.
Cab Calloway, that's it. Yeah, Cab Calloway. Yeah. That was hilarious. He said, but we shall see.
We shall see. I know. But we shall
know. But we shall see.
No, the funniest part of that scene is when Robert Townsend goes over to the piano player. He is playing. And Robert pushes it. This mark flies off the motherfucker.
My kids did that. My kids did that.
Down too on those keys, boy. That was such a good scene.
And that scene, they were so offbeat and off lip sync. That whole dude, y'all can do this no better.
No.
Eddie Kane was all over the place and they was clapping wrong. Like, dude, go watch it again. They so offbeat.
Oh,
I was just watching it. It's terrible. That's why I said terrible. How bad must they have been? They didn't do more takes of this, but they said, all right, that's good enough.
That's good enough. Fuck it.
Well, we don't know how many takes they did, so.
They also didn't have money.
Let's do it like we did back in the tunnel.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, casting changes. Usually we do this. We say, would this movie be better if Denzel Washington and Angela Bassett were in it? Because I'm of the opinion that any movie Denzel Washington and Angela Bassett is a quality flick. Doing a little research, Denzel was supposed to play Eddie Kane Jr.
Oh.
But they couldn't afford him.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I can't see it.
You know what I would have liked to see Denzel as?
I can see. Go ahead.
I would like to have seen him as Big Red after now seeing what's the movie? God, you know the movie he won the Oscar for.
Training Day.
Yeah, Training Day. To see him play that bad character, I would like to see him as that. I don't know if he would have done it better than Big Red because, like I said, is just
Big Red got the look and everything down.
Yeah,
like something about his name that fits that hairstyle and that face. It's like it's Denzel. Now, on the other end, playing Illinois. I really think Angela could have portrayed her.
That's what I put too. Yeah, absolutely.
I really believe Angela could have portrayed Illinois to a T, or if not even better.
Yeah. Yep. She would have done fantastic.
Young though. Huh? At this time, in '91, she's too young. She couldn't have played Illinois. She's 30 years younger than Diane Carroll.
Yeah.
But I guess are we going on? I mean, but I'm just saying, her now playing Illinois. I think. Are we going on time frame, or what are we going?
Yeah,
I'm
talking about in the.
We put Denzel in a whole bunch of movies where like he don't fit that at all, but we still ran with it. So what are we doing?
Whenever I do this, I try to think about where they are in their careers at that time. But if
at that time, then no.
Yeah,
I was just saying. Yeah, right now, I can see Angela playing Illinois like to a T and actually rock it.
To be honest, Angela Bassett has always looked 45. Even though she's 55 now, when she was 25, she's always looked 45. I swear to God. Look at that. Look, I can give you some of Angela's earlier work and then give her your work now. And she don't look any different. She looked older when she was younger. She looks younger now that she's older.
I saw something that said if a Black woman still looks good at 40, she's going to look good for the rest of her life.
For her life, yeah.
That's Angela.
I'm just saying she's always looked like this age.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're probably right about that.
So she maybe could have done Eleanor back then. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, she could have. I think she played that part well.
Denzel, I can't see him singing and dancing. Could he have played Jimmy? He wouldn't have been old enough to play Jimmy at that point, right?
But no, if we talk about just
about no, I can see him playing Jimmy. I can. Yeah,
absolutely. Later on,
see him playing Jimmy. Yeah, yeah.
But he was at the time they were in talks with him to play Eddie, but he just was.
Yeah. Eddie wouldn't have been it. That wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been if our heartbeats then.
Nah, it wouldn't have been.
It wouldn't have been. No.
This is one of them things where maybe you could recast a few folks in there. Like, another one. Whitney Houston was in talks to play Baby Doll, but
that would work.
She thought this part was too small, so she turned it down.
Yeah, because it would have been small in '91. Yeah, she would have had. She needed a bigger role.
Was that the Bodyguard year '91?
Bodyguard was after that.
Yeah, that was after that.
After that.
It's close. Yeah.
Okay.
But she's a huge star at this point. Even if it's not in acting, she's a huge star. So her playing Baby Doll.
It was '92. Bodyguard was '92.
Yeah, it was a year later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
one too far off.
Yeah, not too far. Not too far. But she's already a huge star.
Yeah,
So
her music at that
Troy,
point.
Troy Byers in what, 5 scenes? So
Yeah.
I don't think that would have worked.
She was
Anybody else
perfect for that role.
swapped
She was
out?
perfect. She was perfect.
She would have been great
Now,
though.
I love to understand this whole segment about swapping people out, but sometimes doing too much make for a terrible movie, and it probably wouldn't be the same.
Absolutely.
So I think the cast they have now, and actually all these guys in their own right are actually fucking stars, believe it or not. Leon is one of my best actors. Like, he's just dope to me. I've met him once. He's calm, he's cool, he's a good guy overall, just not in the movies. Robert Townsend, you can throw him out the window.
We can't replace Robert Townsend?
Man, you can replace him with.
We can't throw out Meaning Man.
We still had to find heartbeats.
I mean, he can still write and direct it and everything, but we didn't need him acting. We could have replaced him.
We can do that. We definitely could have replaced Robert Townsend. Leon.
We could have put Omar Epps in his spot. We wouldn't have been fine.
Omar Epps?
Now you're doing too much.
I'm just thinking of young actors at the time. Tay Diggs, put Tay Diggs in his spot to play Goofy.
You could have.
No.
I could see Tay Diggs doing that. But he played that role so well because he was so goofy.
He probably wrote that role for him because he is a goofy.
Yeah.
He wrote himself into the movie.
Could have. But no, I think the cast was pretty dope.
Perfect.
I think it was perfect for this movie. I really do.
You couldn't have told me that Eddie Kane, that character didn't really sound like that. That seemed like that would have really been his singing voice to me.
Did you ever
Let me tell you
what's that movie with Wesley Snipes that he was in? It was soon after this. They were drug dealers. Teresa Randall was in it with
Sugar Hill.
Who?
Sugar Hill.
Sugar Hill. He played the same damn character, but just a gangster.
Yeah.
You can't tell me this ain't this dude in real. I don't even know his real name. What's his real name?
Michael Wright.
Michael Wright. Never knew that. Won't remember it after this podcast.
I know. Right. Exactly.
Let me tell you how dope Leon is. Leon is so dope.
Well, you fell in love with Leon, didn't you?
Hey, you can ask anybody. Leon is one of my favorite. Seriously, he's like dope to me.
He met him and they went to dinner and they had conversation.
Leon took him on a little date or something. What the fuck? Tell me more.
Hey, me and Leon was this close to being a couple, cuz. Leon's so dope. He can play in the Temptations and the 5 Heartbeats and still kill both roles. And that's another question. Temptations or the 5 Heartbeats?
I knew this was coming. And
don't get so quiet now. Don't get quiet. Come on.
I may get muted. I knew this was coming.
You will be muted.
Temptations came out in 98, right? I was like, I don't know, junior, senior in high school. The movie was on in the background. I had a project to do. So I didn't get to really see it. And I watched the first 50 minutes this morning because I'm like, I know it's coming up. Based on the first 50 minutes, I'm going 5 Heartbeats.
Okay, cool. 5 Heartbeats. Yeah. Good. Brian?
He liked the Temptations.
So
he cannot say the Temptations.
He already said it in another podcast. I'm calling him out.
He should have had a Temptations podcast then after 5 Heartbeats.
No, here's why. I've never seen the Temptations.
Oh, you did? I thought you. Okay, good. All right. I won't get muted. I'm saved then. Okay. I thought you said you liked the Temptations better than the 5 Heartbeats.
Muted himself. He muted himself. Oh man, you look like Christopher right now, brother.
Yeah, brother. Hey, I gotta eat that one. I've never seen the Temptations.
Wow.
I watched the first 15 minutes. It
don't be up to date.
Slow. It's just not like. I'll see. I'll get back to you on that. I'm gonna finish watching it and see. But
I'm read the comments in the Facebook chat now, just because I admitted that I don't even want to look.
Don't get me wrong. Temptations is dope too, but 5 Heartbeats is just that one got that edge over the Temptations to me. Now my wife,
artist too. Leon is an artist. I saw him at the African Caribbean Fest or the African Festival of Life. He performed there.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
He's always in Chicago. Always.
Hey, why does dude think he could just go by Leon though? Like, He ain't Beyonce.
That's a good
He ain't
question. I
Eminem,
know,
like,
right?
Well, we know who he is.
Yeah, we know who he is. Leon.
I guess he's funny too, though. Like, so, we'll get to this. We'll come back to this. I'm not even gonna jump on Leon yet. I'm not jump on it, but jump in this conversation. We'll come back to this right now. All right, so we're gonna leave the cast pretty much as is. I think we already know the answer to this one. Sequel, we didn't need one.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Sequel,
Nah.
yeah, nothing you can do.
Absolutely not.
You know what? Bump it. Let's jump into this right now. Was this the best movie that these people participated in? And I got to name them, not just everybody all together, but all right. So was this Leon, since we started with him, is this his best movie that he's ever been in?
I would
That's
say,
a good question.
because I really liked Above the Rim. I really like that one.
Oh my goodness. I was just about to shit all over Above the Rim.
I like that movie. I enjoyed it.
When's the last time you watched Above the Rim?
It's been a while.
Rewatch it. You come back and you talk to me about it. Tell me how much.
Was it that bad?
It's pretty bad.
Okay, I'll go back and watch it. He was in Cool Runnings. I know that Cool Runnings was bad. You know, Cool Runnings was not good.
Waiting to Exhale.
I enjoyed it. Huh?
Waiting to Exhale.
Waiting to Exhale too. Yeah, and I can't. What did he do in there? I can't remember what he did in Waiting to Exhale.
Robin, Layla Rashawn's on again, off again dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I just knew somebody was gonna say Temptations because he played David Ruffin. Like, we gotta mute all of us. Well, Dante, what do you think? Him in Temptations? Because he was a lead character in that versus he wasn't really a lead in this one.
I like Leon and the Five Heartbeats better than the Temptations, but the Temptations would be my second favorite movie of his, because as I'm sitting here looking at his movies, he got some terrible shit.
Awful. His IMDb.
Oh man, he got some terrible shit. Oh man, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is really fucking bad. This is
I know. He's with a bunch of shorts and all kind of stuff like that.
And now I would say
somebody likes Above the Rim. I'd like to. They put a hashtag Above the Rim. I'll just go ahead and
Cheryl, you ain't seen Above the Rim in 20 years. I challenge you to go back and watch it too.
I forgot he was in Colors. Colors is also one of my
that's
favorites.
Right, he was in
Colors. So that would be like the Five Heartbeats, Temptations, Colors, and Above the Rim. But other than that, man, Cliffhanger, Cool Runnings. This is terrible.
Yeah, I know that one was bad. I enjoyed watching it, but it was bad. I knew it while I was watching it.
Cliffhanger isn't bad. I like Cliffhanger.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not good.
I like Cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's about it for me on
I'm
his
fine
play.
with giving him 5 heartbeats. Then.
5 Heartbeats.
Yeah, 5 Heartbeats. Yeah, it's definitely 5 Heartbeats.
Not even close.
He played Little Richard too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, he was good. He was actually decent as Little Richard, actually.
He was decent as Little Richard. He was actually pretty good.
All right, Robert Townsend. Is this his best work? It's really between this and Hollywood Shuffle.
Are you crazy? Those are only two you got?
Those are his two best. What else is better?
Meteor Man.
Did you see Golden Lords? Come on, cuz.
Did I see
Meteor Man.
Wait, hold on. She's saying Meteor Man. What are you saying, Dante?
It's Meteor Man, fool, but they were the Golden Lords.
Man, I'm muting both.
Meteor Man.
Oh, my fault, Cheryl. You meant the soundtrack, not the movie. All right, apologies. My bad. I knew you wasn't crazy. Yeah, Meteor Man. Yeah, no, we not.
Yeah, no.
Enjoyed that still. I knew that was bad, but I still enjoyed it.
Hey, I did too. That's like a guilty pleasure almost. That's a guilty pleasure. I really did.
Yeah.
It was so stupid, but I actually liked it.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other guy, the 9 to 5 guy, he was in Meteor Man too. He played the head of the Golden Lords.
I don't even remember Meteor Man, to be honest.
What?
I probably haven't seen Meteor Man since the one time I saw it. So
yeah, don't go back and watch it then.
I will not. Don't worry.
Then you really we gonna get some backlash after the fact. So
apparently he was in Cooley High as well. He was uncredited though. I just looked at that.
Yeah.
But Cooley High is one of my favorips too. But he was a basketball player.
That don't count.
I know I don't. He was uncredited, but apparently he was in it.
Wait, we talking about Leon or Robert Townsend?
No, Robert Townsend.
As a basketball player?
Yeah.
Really?
Random.
That's random as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So this
one more thing. Can I get one more thing before we go to something else?
No, we haven't talked about. We haven't finished this.
No, but I'm saying, I'm going back.
Go back.
I didn't know that Eddie. They say Eddie Griffin was in the Foul Heartbeats. Did you see that when you did your research?
I did not.
Yeah, they said. That's what I'm trying. I looked it up everywhere. I couldn't find it. They say something like a ventriloquist. I don't know what the fuck they said.
He was one of the acts, maybe on the shows or something.
Maybe. I didn't know.
They have Eddie Griffin in here, and I looked for him, but I couldn't find him.
Yeah, it says ventriloquist, so he was probably just one of the acts or something. And we
could have been, but even still, I didn't see it. I specifically looked, and I didn't see him.
He's probably in background, behind stage somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah.
I've never noticed him.
And again, I specifically looked for him, and I couldn't find him.
Yeah. I'll have to look again. So, all right, Robert Townsend, this or Hollywood Shuffle?
This. I know what you're going with, Brian. You like Hollywood Shuffle. First, you like Grease, so I know you're going.
No, if I have the choice to watch this or Hollywood Shuffle, I'm watching this. But is this a superior work? I don't think this is the superior work. It's just more favorable to my viewing pleasure. But Hollywood Shuffle is a groundbreaking movie.
I didn't see Hollywood Shuffle, so I'm gonna have to go put that on my list. Oh, bye.
Already know.
Yeah. She said, "Oh, bye."
You know what's happening here.
Mute.
You gotta watch Hollywood Shuffle.
Okay, I'll put that on my list.
It's so breaks down Hollywood. It's crazy.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Angela, you just should have rolled with it. Angela just should have rolled with it.
Right.
I started to, but I cannot tell a lie.
I like your honesty. I like it. Yeah. This is my favorite of the two, but I think Hollywood Shuffle is a better movie, to be honest. But if I'm watching one, I'm watching this just because it speaks to me for whatever reason. Okay. All right. Was this movie directly responsible? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. We got a couple of more people. My bad.
Yeah.
Harry Lennox.
He's been in so many.
He's been in so much, yeah.
I don't even know how to answer that question for him. So many movies that I don't even remember him in them. He's one of those guys, like, you've seen him in so many different things, but I don't know, was he like the star? Like, he was in The Matrix. He made it to The Matrix.
He was in The Matrix, the second and third one. He was he was the general. He was the leader.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was in Man of Steel,
Jada Pinkett.
Love and Basketball.
But here's the thing, like Angela's saying, he's really don't have a role like he did in the Foul Heartbeats, if that makes sense.
Standout role.
Like most of his stuff, he's more so like a couple scenes in and out. If there's a movie I'm maybe missing that he's like a co-star, at least co-star of the star, let me know. But other than that, I think it's the Foul Heartbeats. Even which he still wasn't the star, but he stood out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
Because I don't know
there
other than this.
He'll always be dressing.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
Always be dressing. He was in the Superman movie.
Yeah, Man of Steel.
Yeah, Man of Steel. He was a general or the major or whatever in that one. He's been in a lot of stuff, but yeah, for me, it's got to. He'll always be dressing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't see anything to where he's
the lead.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that stood out. Oh, he was in Ray as well, but I don't remember. Was he a manager in Ray or something? One of the managers?
Yeah, he was the guy that was like announcing Ray at first. And then Wilson brought him on. He kind of took over the career after.
Right. Okay. Yeah, but not memorable.
He had a lot of parts in Stump the Yard. Now that I'm looking at this, he was in Stump the Yard. He had a lot of parts.
Stump the Yard. I actually like that, but I don't remember him in it.
He always plays these.
Yeah.
He was the young girl father, if I'm not mistaken, in Stump the Yard.
Okay. Yeah, that's the role he always plays. Somebody's father or somebody,
The uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always these side characters, but I love it. He's probably his stage. If you looked at his stage career, that's probably where you find.
He would be
Yeah.
great on stage. Oh, I would love.
He's a thespian. He does lots of.
I would love to see him.
Broadway and off Broadway and stuff. So that's probably where you find more leading roles. He plays a lot of supporting characters in. So it's got to be dressing. What about
We can move on from that. That's it. That's all he got. Tico Wells. He ain't got no picture on IMDb. That's how you know.
Okay. Yeah. Choir Boy is Choir Boy.
Choir boy's choir boy. That's all he got.
Eddie Kane Jr. is Eddie Kane Jr.
Yep.
What about Troy Byer? Nope. We ain't got nothing.
No. I looked at her. I didn't see nothing.
I used to love Troy Byer in the 80s, though, so she had to be in some other stuff.
I don't think she was in anything. I looked up her stuff. I didn't see much.
I used to love
Choir
Troy.
boys on a lot of TV shows, and yeah, he's on a lot of TV shows.
Nah, he's dead.
He played in Trash Pass. He was a little thug in Trash Pass.
Yeah, well, we know.
Well, we got to give Diane Carroll. She was,
that was going to be Diane Carroll's last one, actually. This clearly is not Diane Carroll's best work.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Claudine
Yeah.
and all those. Yeah.
So
Okay.
what would you say her best work is if this isn't it?
Diane Carroll?
Yeah.
Claudine.
Yeah, and I didn't even see Claudine, but that's the one she's most known for.
Claudine.
Angela, that is so goddamn, that is crazy. I've never even seen it, but I'm gonna pick that one. How the hell does that work?
What she's most known for.
But it don't make a difference. You just can't. What if you see it, you don't like it? You say, "Hey, I like her better than this." You can't make that judgment off of somebody else's opinion.
Right. What's your favorite Diane Carroll work that you've seen?
I mean, well, then I would have to pick this one.
You probably ain't seen Diane Carroll in nothing but this, have you?
I haven't. I probably. I mean, she was also in Dynasty. I did watch that. I don't even remember it. She had that TV show Julia.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I remember Dynasty, but I don't, like you said, I've seen it, but I don't remember it. Like it there's no standout to me. And again, I was young.
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch it again,
Mm-hmm.
So Brian, I mean, you old enough.
I would be looking at this right now, shamed if we said 5 heartbeats. That's what I feel like. So I feel like we got to say Claudine.
But you said who would be a
Say Claudine.
Elders.
I'm showing this to your mama. Don't you think I'm not? I'm sending this directly to your mom. Next time you home, she gonna make you watch Claudine. Watch.
No, right? Pretty much.
You probably ain't seen Who's Coming to Dinner either.
Oh, I saw that.
Okay,
I saw Who's Coming to Dinner.
I'm checking Black Cars at this point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what else we got here? Is this movie directly responsible
She's in Mo Better Blues.
for anything in the culture?
Did you know she was in Mo Better Blues?
About it. Were there more groups
Yes.
that came out after this movie?
More
Because
group?
R&B in like the 90s, there was a bunch of just groups, and we don't have like group R&B groups anymore. Did that kind of spark that? I don't know. I'd have to go back and think, but like
No, I don't think it sparked that.
Yeah, groups was a thing in
No.
the 80s and the 90s.
70s, 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I mean, that was a
Yeah.
group. That's how most people.
I don't think it sparked anything in the culture. I
It
couldn't
was-
think of anything else.
Yeah, because it was a period piece for the most part. I couldn't think of anything that it changed.
Maybe abortion. Oh, was I wrong for that?
Up and down. Up and down.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not. You know what? Let's not get on that. Just forget how you said that. Forget how you said that.
No, come on, bro. Don't be shot now. Don't play shot, brother. Don't play shot,
Don't
brother.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just saying. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how he came up with that.
Because the scene when they gave him the abortion number.
You think that sparked more abortions?
I don't know. That's why I said I'm gonna leave it alone. It could.
Yeah, please. Let's leave it alone. All right. So
leave it alone.
I think he should be muted.
You're right. I can't even. Let me be fair. Most iconic. We said scenes. We said lines. Most iconic character.
Eddie Kane.
Is it Eddie Kane?
That's most iconic. And I do honorable mention to Big Red. That's what I would say.
I agree. I think if you quote in this movie, you probably quoting and like just out in the world, probably quoting Eddie the most. But you gotta give Big Red love, only because of the 9 to 5 line. How many times have you said that in the course of your life since this movie?
I know. Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna say, based on even what you said earlier, Brian, I'm gonna go with Quiet Boy. His whole character development. Yeah, to me. Yeah, I ain't going off lines. I'm going off based on how he came from this timid, scary guy to then being rock, and then back around to now he's a confident church choir director. I mean, it's just to me. And then I have to go with Leon because Leon is he's just my man overall.
We know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
you.
that's just-
This
that's
Leon
just my
crush is a
man.
little just disturbing at this point, brother.
I'm gonna post my picture of us once we're done with this.
Can't wait
But
to
no,
see it.
if you're going off,
I want to see how close y'all are.
Man,
if
you
you
should have
want-
called him up so he could have like dialed in.
Hey, why you ain't get him on podcast, Dante?
I should have. I wasn't thinking.
Flipping.
I wasn't thinking.
You trying to
But
keep
if you
it
want-
to yourself.
Right.
Absolutely. if you're going off tag lines, punch lines, and stuff like that, I would go with Eddie Kane, and of course, Big Red. But off of just the whole movie itself, I think Choir Boy played a lot in the whole movie and how it kind of rolled. But yeah, iconic lines, definitely Eddie Kane Jr. Absolutely, by long, by in no stretch of the imagination. It's just he's the man in the movie, his only movie.
I know.
Ain't nothing else.
Sugar
This
Hill.
is it.
Sugar Hill.
Yeah,
Right.
Nate, give me a line from Sugar Hill.
I couldn't. I got it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sugar Hill wasn't that good of a movie. I'm not even.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It was not.
All right. So soundtrack. This is an interesting one.
It is very interesting.
Interesting. What do you all think about the soundtrack?
Never
I think
listened
the
to it until like a month or two ago.
I thought the soundtrack was dope. I grew up on this type of music. I thought it was dope.
Do you listen to the soundtrack sans the movie? Like, do you just put the soundtrack on ever?
Absolutely not.
That's
so
why
when I watch the movie,
Right.
but to watch the movie and hear the songs, I can again verbatimly sing those as well. It's not like I can just like I don't know this song. I actually know these songs, and I know they're not from
Every single song. Never thought to
Absolutely.
buy the soundtrack though, ever. But I looked at the list.
That's
I'm like,
interesting though, isn't it? Right?
yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
that's-
I never thought to
Never
get
listen
that.
to the soundtrack. Never listen to the soundtrack, but per the movie, that every song I can sing verbatim, and they're actually dope. Like I can go from cutscene to cutscene, knowing
Yeah,
what
me
song's
too.
about to come on
Me too.
before it even come on.
That
and
seems
again,
better to me than the Temptations though. Like just in me watching that
It
first
is.
part. Yeah,
It is,
see?
and these songs are not by. These songs are not by. Again, Five Heartbeats is not a real group. I think we all
Exactly.
know that. They're based on like Brian said, the Dales and all these other groups. So
Mhm.
most of these songs are these old time groups, and they just put that in there. Did not cross your mind this time. Did not. Come on, you know what I mean? Stuff like but yeah, that I can listen to that soundtrack per the movie all day. But
Absolutely.
to sit and grab the soundtrack and put it absolutely not. No.
Yeah.
To answer your question.
Never thought to do that.
Yeah, no.
But I'll sing the songs randomly sometimes.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
it's crazy. Especially that scene, the cleanup scene, that song. We have
absolutely.
I sing that song
Yeah.
all the time. I love that song.
No, you know, a lot of kids sing that for their graduations as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a graduation song.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Love that song.
Yep.
You know, Patti LaBelle's in that song.
Yep. Patti
Yeah.
LaBelle. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a real duet. I forgot who sung it with her, but it's a guy and Patti LaBelle. Who's the guy, Brian? Who?
Billy Valentine.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm looking at it now. So Nights Like This is after 7.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Baby Stop Running Around was sung by Bird and the Midnight Falcons.
Bird and the Midnight Falcons. Yeah.
Interesting. D. Harvey sings in the middle. The Dells with Billy Valentine sings Nothing But Love. D. Harvey sings Are You Ready For Me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
One of the Dells. And I Feel Like Going On is Andre Crouch.
I was just a young boy, still playing with my toys.
Yes.
Hanging out with the guys until I realized
Yeah,
there was something more that I never knew before.
Sing
Come
it.
on, man.
sing it.
I know.
Yeah.
My ex.
It's super interesting. Like I mentioned earlier, Grease is my favorite movie, and I know every word of every
Brian,
song.
don't say that again. Please don't say that again. We
Yeah,
got it.
I need to go back and watch that movie because
And
Christ, we
I
get
would
it.
I would never bump the Grease soundtrack. Like just working around the yard. So it's an interesting dynamic that you wouldn't play the soundtrack, but you love the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. 5 Heartbeats. Any final thoughts?
Angela, you want me to go or you go?
It's just, kind of like cult classic, like Black culture. I mean, everything in the Black experience. We got the music, we got the brotherhood, we got family. Like you said, Dante, you got the racism in there. All those experiences just wrapped up in one. It just made for a great experience, a great movie, memorable. We'll never forget it ever. Can watch it, I don't know, 50 more times and just
Absolutely.
still be satisfied.
Absolutely. My final thoughts is, if you haven't seen it, please do check it out. Piggybacking on Angela, it is a Black cinema film. It's great. The music is good. The acting is subpar. But it's an overall dope movie. There are a lot of positive things about this movie that you can take away from it.
Yeah.
And if you have seen it before, we would like to know what you thought about it as well. So if you can type in the comments what you thought about it. And, we're trying to uplift Brian's podcast with him and Grease. So I just have to throw that Grease back. I had to throw that Grease back out there, bro.
Grease is on next podcast. I'm doing Grease. Even
I was just about to ask you when. You've been waiting.
I'm gonna do a solo podcast.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Boom. Or do it with your Caucasian friends. But no, seriously, if you haven't seen Five Heartbeats, please do check it out. Black cinema, Black greatness. It's one of my favorites. That and Lean on Me. That should be one of your topics as well.
Lean on Me. Maybe
That was a good one.
We'll circle back there for like the 50th one of these or something like that. I'm not a huge Lean on Me.
Really? They had a lot of classic quotes too.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
Like it's little fact, don't you?
That's just one of many.
They call me Batman. Yeah, Morgan Freeman definitely. Hey y'all, thanks for participating. I really appreciate it. I knew this was one of Dante's favorites, so I knew I had, if not his favorite, so I knew I had to get him in there. I knew Angela, you really loved it. This is like, it's I won't say it's poorly acted, but the folks go for it. Like they go for it in this. They go all out in their scenes. But it's got great music. It's got great message. You really do kind of fall in love with the characters and what happens to them. You care. And that's an integral part to what makes a great movie to me, if I actually care about what happens to the characters. It's a classic, lazy Sunday, sit down and watch. You can watch with the fam. It's one of those, if it's out at movies in the park, it's great to go and experience because people singing the songs, people are dancing. It's a great group activity type watch movie. So yeah, Five Heartbeats, one of my faves. Happy to have done it. You guys go run and enjoy your Saturdays. I'm about to go hit the pool myself.
Nice.
Everybody enjoy that Juneteenth weekend. Happy Father's Day to all my brothers out there.
Happy Father's Day to all the fellows. Happy Father's Day, guys.
Doing your thing. Keep it up, brothers. You are the inspiration these kids see. We are the light. We are the leaders. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Y'all are doing an amazing job with the moms, of course. But pops, don't get shorted on your day, brothers. All right? I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.
Brian, where you in the pool at though?
Don't worry about all that.
Hey, don't get COVID, man.
No, it's a private pool, brother. Private.
Hey, private people get COVID too, nigga.
I'm dumping extra chlorine in that bitch. Later.
All right, happy Father's Day later, guys.
Bye.